What's up, New Beginnings Church? Happy Friday morning to you. Let's finish off our week right. We're in them red letter words. We're still in Matthew chapter 18. As a matter of fact, we're still in the same parable that we told yesterday. And so if you missed yesterday, pause, go back and watch yesterday, and then come back to this one because this is a little two-parter. As a matter of fact, it could be a 3, 4, 5-parter. It's so good because it's just an important subject. It's the subject of forgiveness. To teach on forgiveness, Jesus tells a parable. And he goes, there's a king who had a servant who owed him tens of millions of dollars, but he wiped it away, canceled his debt, and forgave him. Now that guy wasn't thinking clearly. He wasn't thinking about mercy and grace and how much he had been given. So he went and found a fellow servant who owed him a few $100. And he got so angry when the guy couldn't pay him back that he choked him and threw him into jail. And then when the king heard this story, he got upset and was like, well, if you're going to treat other people like that, well, I'm just going to add your debt back on you. You can go to jail too. And it's this story, again, it's this over-the-top story telling you like how big of a deal forgiveness is. And so yesterday we talked about how there's no comparison of debt, right? That Jesus paid it all. Beautiful thought. Today, though, I want to hone in on this idea of what do I do when I'm the servant who's been forgiven and somebody now owes me? What do I do that? And I want to talk to you today about the idea that forgiveness is a choice. It's not a feeling. If you wait for a feeling to go forgive somebody or to choose forgiveness, you may never forgive them. I feel angry. I've never felt forgivey. I don't know that that's a thing. And so forgiveness is a choice. It is your choosing to cancel their debt in light of the fact that God has canceled mine. Now, I'm not saying they deserve it. I'm saying that God has been so merciful to you that God is just really drawing you toward this idea of mercy and grace and forgiveness, that it's now the automatic response to us as Christ followers. And so I'd like you to choose right now to say, hey, look, before the offense even comes, before anybody wrongs me again, I want to choose today to be a forgiving person. That way, when and if it happens, I'm already prepared. I'm going to forgive them. I'm going to work that out. I'm going to find that path. I am going to forgive them. It's not a feeling. It is a choice to cancel someone else's debt. And if I will choose to do that, I will choose life. I'll choose joy. Because I want you to think of it like this too. Not only do I want to forgive other people because God has forgiven me, there's a second motivation. And maybe it's a little selfish, but I think it's true. I want to forgive other people because, man, if I harbor bitterness and unforgiveness, that ruins me. That makes me an unhappy person. That wrecks my other relationships. That's that old saying that if you choose not to forgive somebody, it's the equivalent of drinking poison and expecting them to die. And so I just don't want that. I want to be free. And so I think when we choose not to forgive somebody, we're choosing to hold on to that hurt and that pain and that suffering. And I just don't want it. I want that thing off of me. So I'm going to choose to forgive because I deserve it. I deserve to be free. And I'm going to choose to forgive because God has forgiven me. Can I get an amen to that, church? Beautiful parable. Read it over, meditate on it, and let us today choose to be a people of mercy. Can I get an amen to that? Church, I love you. God bless you. And I'll see you this weekend.